right, so we're going to bring back a series that we did last offseason. Everyone tend to love. I enjoyed it. I think everyone at home enjoyed it. It was called In the Bag. So essentially how it works is we each have 4 items that we get to place in our bag of a certain topic. We're going to snake draft it. The order, typically it goes whoever came in last the week before gets to pick first. But
they get to choose the order.
What?
They get to choose the order.
They get to choose the order, correct.
Yeah.
But since it's this week, we don't have that. How do we want to do it?
Let's just do you, Trevor, me.
Okay.
Well, unless we don't want to do that. I was just doing it from
fine.
like the order that we're sitting.
That's literally fine, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do in the bag plastic types. So we're going to snake draft this. Each person gets to pick.
How this works? Did you explain like what we're doing?
Yeah. So you pick the 4 plastic types, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to put that into a graphic that will be posted on our Twitter at GripLockedPod, and we'll have a vote of who has the best bag. So that's essentially the whole segment. And it sounds like I get the first pick, which means I can take anything I want.
Which means you're taking Star.
And I am going Innova.
Yeah.
Champion plastic.
Champion plastic.
I like Champion more than Star.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Things are getting crazy up in here.
Translucent plastic, there's nothing as good as Champion on the market. I think there's some opaque plastic as good as Star. I don't think there's anything as good as Champion on the market.
That's fair.
I understand your reasoning.
I'm going to take Star.
That's good.
I think Star is just I think it's the best plastic ever made. I think the Star Destroyer is probably the best disc ever made. That's just as simple as that.
Konner, you get 2.
Okay. I do agree Star is good, but however, I agree with Hunter that there's a lot of Star equivalents that I like just as much.
Just as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Really?
Star wasn't even on my list of options because
there's none that I like just as much.
But think of there's some out there that I haven't felt bad versions of. I have felt bad versions of Star.
Well, I mean, if we're taking that into effect.
My list is taking that into effect. I like Champion. I haven't really felt too much bad Champion out there.
Champion, I would never choose Champion on this. I love Champion, but there's a lot of clear plastic that I like from other companies.
I struggle with that slot. I haven't found it.
So I have a lot of things here that I have.
You get to pick 2.
So it is difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, kind of a weird one here, but I'm gonna go Sexton plastic.
Color Glow?
Yeah.
It's Color Glow Champion. Are we allowing this?
Color Glow Champ, yeah, I was on my list for sure. There's a different variant.
Because depending on the year of Sexton Firebird that you can get like a stiffer one, or you can get a more grippy, flexible one, and they all feel incredible. Yeah. I just think it's a really good plastic, and now the Toro's in that plastic, and it feels incredible. Just a really good plastic. And then, so there we go. There's that. Believe it or not, that is the only Innova I have on my list. I'm trying to mix it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and dang. I'm gonna go. Okay, I don't think you guys are taking that, so I'm gonna go Discraft Photon plastic.
Just for the excitement factor.
Photon's the additive. What are you adding it to?
What is the one that the buzz is?
A CT Photon.
CT Photon plastic. There we go. I'm going to say Discraft CT Photon plastic. You guys might not have heard of it, but it's what our buzzes are, our custom buzzes that we have right now, our CT Photon. Best feeling plastic I think I've ever felt. Best feeling baseline plastic, and that is as a huge Casey Rock simp. The CT Photon plastic is the best feeling baseline plastic I've ever felt. It has like a nice little bit of grippiness to it, but it's firm. It's really good. And it changes color in the sun.
It does do that. Trevor?
I'm going to take KC Pro. I think KC Pro is my favorite baseline plastic. I think it has the best shelf life, and I think it just gets better the longer you have it. I think CT is close for me. I don't like it quite as much, and then nothing else I've thrown is as good. I mean, it's the KC Pro Rock, like KC Pro's AVRs are sick. Like, it's just so good.
I wanted KC Pro bad. Mainly the durability.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like, it gets neat, like, gets like notches and stuff in it, but it takes so long for it to affect the flight.
Yeah.
Which is just incredible.
KC is so good.
KC's incredible. All right, so I get 2. I'm going, now, correct me on, I think this is the plastic name, but is the Royal line like what the ride's in? Is that just
That's
Royal line?
That's one
it's
of
called
mine.
What is
Grand plastic.
So the SAR
Sense
type
is the baseline. Grand
is that. Okay,
That
Royal
is-
line Grand.
That's one of mine that I had on there.
That
That's a good one.
is
It's very
'cause
good
That plastic feels insane.
Yeah, that plastic's incredible. That's the one that I put that one and the next one I'm about to take over Star on my list, which is Neutron plastic. Because the Royal Line Grand and Neutron, I am yet to feel a bad version of. Both of those feel incredible every time, and I can't say the same for Star. So Royal Line Grand and Neutron plastic are my
Fair enough.
number 2 and 3. Back to Trevor for your third
I'm going to
pick.
go ahead and take.
How many picks do we get?
4.
4. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take chameleon plastic.
Nice.
Okay, that's
Simply
a good one.
because chameleon, it's lucid plastic, which is fine, but I think chameleon is the best looking plastic that I've ever seen. I think it has such a cool reflective effect, and I would just get so many compliments on it when people would see my like chameleon fell and then I threw like it just like it looks incredible. The new Meta plastic is close, but it's a little more see-through. Whereas chameleon was like just straight up reflective, like awesome swirls. If you've never seen it from Trilogy, it's insane. So
That's a great choice.
Konner.
That plastic's very cool. All right. I got some options here. I'm gonna go with the Streamline plastic, and this is including all the companies that Streamline makes discs for. They're clear plastic.
So Photon.
it's Proton.
Proton. Sorry.
Proton.
Proton
Streamline. Proton.
You want
plastic.
Streamline Proton.
Yes, because I don't want it gyro.
Okay.
Okay.
Because every single company, Mint, Streamline, MVP, what are the other companies? Who else did they make?
Axiom.
Yeah,
no,
but, like-
does Axiom have? Yeah, they have Proton.
No, but I think like they
doesn't
make
like
it,
gyro.
they make it for Mint. Who else do they make it for?
Thought Space Athletics.
All that stuff. Every single one of those that I felt is absolutely incredible. The freaking grackle or
I just
whatever
don't
in
like
that
how
plastic,
stiff it is.
it feels
I-
really, really good.
That was
It's-
always my
it's
qualm.
a
with
little
it.
slippery
also
to me.
It is slick,
it's also incredibly durable.
It is very durable.
Ridiculous. I have plowed it into.
It reminds me a lot of
bricks.
Crystal.
And- yes, it's a
Good
lot like
Crystal.
Crystal. It also reminds me
That's
a
why I like
lot
Crystal.
of the Discmania C line plastic. It reminds me a little bit of that. It's a little bit like
Slicker?
tackier feeling.
You think
I don't say-
Proton's tackier?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah,
Really?
I think because
Okay.
I think it's got a little bit more like.
I think it depends on just how stiff the disc is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Proton's
I think
one of
they're
the slickest
similar.
plastics
I think
out
they're
there.
similar, but I think like
I
if you
don't
have one
like
that's
it.
a little like the thought.
I think
Space
if
ones
you've
that are a
got
little
sweaty
gummier.
hands, it's slicker. But for me with dry hands, I think it's grippier.
Fascinating.
It is interesting. And
You
so
have one more.
I have one more, and I'm going to go with. I wanted to go with Discmania S line. Is that okay if I do that?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Star though. We allowing that?
It's no. I'm new.
Well, it's
Discmania
either
S
Star
line.
or Royal
new
Line
Discmania
Grand.
S
Yeah.
line.
Well, the new Disney 9 is Royal Line.
That's
Grand.
why I asked, will we allow it?
Well, I mean, he also put Streamline Proton. So that's
So that's different than Neutron, though. Did you?
no. I'm saying like, but then could someone just say Proton?
I don't think so. I feel like, I mean, in fairness to the industry, it's not the same plastic to the consumer, so I guess it's fair game.
Are you going new or old S line?
New S line.
It's fair game, I guess, because technically, as far as we actually know, it's not the same thing.
Well, so then another question. I'm not taking this, but could you, for instance, say Mint's clear plastic?
Yeah, that's where I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
That's
blurry
why I
line.
said Streamline because they're the ones that make it.
It's a blurry line.
Well, is no one taking Mint's that clear plastic? Because if so, it doesn't matter.
I'm not taking.
Well,
that.
I guess it's just if we wouldn't allow it, we can't allow Discmania S line.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, except for we have like people specifically told us that they're, even though we think they are, that they're not the same.
No, we haven't had people say they're not the same plastic. We have people say Latitude does not make it
Yes, that is true.
because I'm sure that's true.
Well, in that case, all the plastics.
I'm fine with it.
I'm
staying.
okay with it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
fine.
confusing.
It's
I would
fine.
say if it's a claim that they're not made by the same company, then you can take it. But if it's like Streamline makes the other discs.
It's all good.
Unapologetically. So
It's all good. Okay, I have one more pick. This one's tough. I have a few options. I think I'm gonna go with another kind of cosmetic option here, and take Orbit plastic. So Orbit, I mean, it's technically
Which Orbit?
Orbit is
Are you going with like the premium or like the socket?
no,
Orbit?
like the premium ones. I think it's like Fusion Ice is technically what they make it in.
Fusion Ice was one of the
Like for like the felons.
So Orbit Fusion Orbit. I'm gonna just Google it.
I don't know what I think they just like whenever they have like look up an Orbit felon and just see what they call it.
Yeah, that's what I'm Googling.
I really like
I think they just call it
Fusion Orbit.
Okay, Fusion Orbit. I think that it's a pretty solid, like Fusion's a solid plastic, and it's probably my second favorite to Star. Like I have some like Fusion Raiders I think are so sick, and I think that Orbit looks incredible. The crispness of the colors that they've been able to do with like the white backgrounds and then those color splashes on the edge. Like I know like Innova was the first to kind of rock with the Halo thing, and like Halo is good, but something about the Orbit ones, like those, like
I think it's because they match the stamp.
Yeah, I think so too. Because like when they like the Tristan Tanner Rive was really sick. The Ricky Felons, like everything that I've seen in it, like is super money and just looks very clean. So I had to give it props. It's
nice.
When I see it in the store, I'm immediately drawn to it.
The last one I'm taking, I'm surprised made it to me because it's the plastic that everyone feels and goes, this is the best plastic ever created, is the Castaplast K1.
I did. That was one of my choices. I can't believe I didn't say that.
I didn't. It's not quite like that Champion-esque because it does have some opaqueness, but it's...
But K1's another plastic that comes out.
Yeah, the K1 I'm thinking of looks straight up like Star.
Yeah, but I mean, feel-wise, it feels the same, clear or not clear, which is important to me.
It does.
It always feels the same.
It does.
That you won't pick up a K1 disc and be disappointed with how it feels in your hand.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
almost
it
took
feels
it top
incredible.
of the line because I'm like, this is the best plastic on the
No, it
market.
feels
But I
incredible.
was like, it's going to seep through the cracks.
It is.
As
That's
K1
plastic.
got taken, I was going to take K3.
It is a fantastic plastic.
So,
Castaplast
K1.
do be doing that.
Got to go with it. All right, so there you go. That's our each
Those
of
are
us
all very good
have our
bags.
4 bags. I will be making the graphic. They'll be posted over on Twitter at GripLockedPod, and you can vote over there. And then next week we'll have another one to roll through.